Nation. We are broadcasting over here live today from the Katy Trail Ice House over in Dallas, Texas for Carry the Load 2021. This is the 10-year anniversary of this great event. I am here today joined with some of my closest, dearest, best friends out there, and of course, one of my partners in crime over here. I'll pan the camera over to him. Please say hello.
The lovely Miss Kathy Ward.
Kathy.
Hey, normally we are promoting Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but we're back to good old Texas Shiner beer today.
Absolutely. Well, we got Kathy always saying hello.
Hey,
You're good? And our lovely waitress taking care of us. So we're over here, and everyone's probably asking, hey, these guys are having a really good time. What's going on over here? You're right, we are having a good time. But most importantly, what we are doing is remembering the true meaning of Memorial Day. And what that is remembering that we're allowed to celebrate today because some man or woman decided to give up their tomorrows so that we may have today. And that's very important to think about that message. That they gave up every tomorrow so that you and I can celebrate today. Now, we don't discourage you going out there and having a drink, doing a barbecue, doing a card sales, whatever it is you want to do, that's all right. But take a moment to remember why we have this day. You know, it was like Veterans Day. Veterans Day for any person who donned the uniform and raised their right hand. Armed Forces Day, we talked about that a couple weeks ago, for those still wearing the uniform. Memorial Day is for those who died in that uniform and never took that uniform off. And that is a very distinct category. And we also got to remember the family and friends. Those Gold Star family members are, in my book, one of the most special people we have in this great country. I'm privileged to call several of them, unfortunately, aren't Gold Star families, but several of them still my personal friends and people I admire. We will see many of them out here today throughout the walk. But this walk is something special. I've been part of it since, I think, year 2 that it started, and my wife and I, who's with me also right now, she's hanging out over here, saying hello, greeting everyone, along with my in-laws. They're all over there. Everyone saying hello. You know, but like I said, we're here today to remember the honor, and of course, we've got our great Kathy Ward joining us over there. So, as you all know, I can talk forever, but I got to talk to the other person who's got the gift of gab to talk a little bit about Memorial Day. So I'm going to pass it over to my partner in crime, Chuck, to talk a little bit about today.
Here we go to Kathy.
Say hello to Kathy.
Hey, y'all. Happy Memorial Day. Be blessed, be safe. God bless all the people who gave their lives so we can be here today and honor them. If it's kind of hard to hear these guys today who are usually very loud talkers, I think we can all agree on that.
I don't know what Kathy's talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're casting asparagus on our reputation.
So here's the thing. There are veterans out here. There are supporters of our military community. This place is amazing. The
Katy Trail Ice House in Dallas, Texas. If you are in the area,
come on out.
Come out, join us. Even if you don't walk, just be part of this.
Yes.
It is a very special event. You will learn the meaning of what this weekend is all about. It's more than backyard barbecues. It is about those men and women who made the last full motion of devotion to our country.
Absolutely. So
the expression is the last full measure of devotion
to our country. You know what I mean? I've been out here for a little while now, so I'm enjoying it. But I'm going to pass it over to Chuck, give his thoughts on Memorial Day, and while we're here. So Chuck, if you wouldn't mind.
Don't go up. I'm not that tall. I know I'm taller than you, but I'm not that tall.
All right.
Hey, everybody out there in listening land, we're really glad you're tuning in. This is truly a special occasion. This is truly a special event. We're getting the adjustments done. There we go. Our technical advisors are working on the, it's not me trying to get you seasick, I promise. But Carry the Load is an incredible event. It started as a tradition founded by Navy SEAL, NFL football player, all around incredible guy, Clint Bruce. As he was out ruck marching, which is what we call it when we put a pack on our back and we go march just to cover some ground and to stay in shape. And he was trying to fight through the strong feelings of the guys that he had lost. And he likes to say that he is now part of Carry the Load, and he is actually the founder of Carry the Load for the sons and the daughters of the men that he served with. And I think that's an incredible tribute. I am honored to have two of my classmates from my time in the Marine Corps with posters out here. It is, in fact, absolutely great. It's 15, 20,000 of our closest friends getting together at River Sean Park, trying to restore the true meaning of Memorial Day. And it's interesting because it's a great, really fun way to do it. And I see that Katy's parents are texting in, and we love that. I'm not sure how this is working as far as that goes. So I'll let Andrew be responsible for responding to them. What is the outline for the show here? Are we just going to babble?
We are just going
Not that we can't babble really, really well.
As in all of our shows, and I'm going to turn the camera back to me. Cool. As everyone knows, we do go off on tangents once in a while, but this show is the tangent show because everything about the show will be probably one amazing tangent of one form or another. As I am talking to you, I am trying to pull out some of the more. Do you want
me to talk while you get your props set up?
No, that's okay. Some of my props I've got set up over here, and we're going to talk about this, is I've laid down on the table, and it's very important. I do this every year.
Why don't you show the audience?
I'm going to get to those in a second. Every year, I have a group that I honor. It grows, sadly, from year to year, but I have with me some very special coins that
you want me to hold them up for you?
Sure.
We're going to start with this one.
The first coin that I have over here, and this is my newest coin that I'm adding to my load carrying. This is a 10th year anniversary coin of the 6 Brave Men, which was founded by Terry and Elizabeth Burgess. Their son, Brian Burgess, made the ultimate sacrifice 10 years ago. I'm not moving. The camera's moving. It follows you. See? Modern technology. This coin has the name of the 6 men that were all killed with their son, Brian. And it is an absolute beautiful tribute to them and the Gold Star families. That is the latest addition I have to my collection of who I carry every year since I've been here. I'm proud to carry Brian and the 6 others from that day with me. I have the original coin to show you how long I do this. That was Brian's original coin I have here with me. And that was given to me about 8 years ago from Terry, but only to be replaced and mine with.
Hang on, I got part of the story. So do you know when I got this coin?
When did you get this coin?
When we were at the American Fallen Warrior Project.
I know.
You remember that day?
I do. And I have
American Fallen Soldiers.
And that is the updated coin that I was there, a very special dinner that was done with my good friend. You'll see right next to him, Kevin Hodis. He had one of the original coins that came out there with me. We got those presented by both Terry and Elizabeth. It was an incredible event.
You got the last
Such honor. And the last one I have is to honor, oh yeah, that was the first one. It's to honor another group of great Americans and folks. That over here is the American Fallen Soldier Project. Okay, the Fold of Honors coin, where my good buddy Kevin Hodis is a great supporter of this event, this group. In fact, a little over a year ago, we were in LA with him, my wife, and all, doing the Folds of Honor. So, Kevin, if you don't mind talking a little bit about the Folds of Honor as I work this great deal.
Right there, of course, Folds of Honor has been, helping families of fallen soldiers and disabled soldiers' families for over 10 years, and they've raised millions and millions of dollars to help those kids go through school. It's an amazing thing. And of course, we did the movie with Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney, and he, is a phenomenal man. And we did a interview with Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney up in Owasso, Oklahoma, if I'm saying that right. I'm not even sure. But when the movie came out, Andrew was in California with us, and we did the movie preview in Hollywood. But then just over COVID vacation, And when I gained all my 20 pounds, I was happy to say that we did receive 2 Emmys for the movie. And, of course, helping families of fallen soldiers has always been something that's near and dear to my heart. And that's why I wear the shirt so proudly. And, of course, if you've ever seen the shirts, they even say on the side, proud supporter of families of fallen and disabled soldiers. So, of course, always a pleasure to be here every year, 10th year, walking, talking, drinking, eating, doing whatever you can do right here. If you're not here, come on down. It's 2 days of an event. And, of course, if you're not here, well, we're going to miss you. So, anyways, Vault of Honor, good stuff. American Fallen Soldiers Project is another option.
So one of the things he was talking about, this is a 2-day event. We are going to walk for 20 hours and 21 minutes this year. We will wrap up at about 11 o'clock tomorrow on Memorial Day. For those of you that are up north, Plano, Frisco area, we are going to have at 9 o'clock, Frisco does a great Memorial Day tribute. And then I'll be hoofing it down here as quick as I can get here. For the end of the ceremony, it is well worth seeing, well worth attending. There is no cost for admission. Come on down, hang out. It is a lot of fun. So what do we want to do next? You want me to just I'm vamping. Okay, so let me talk about some of the partners that we have. And so we mentioned Terry Burgess. I want to talk about the Gold Star Parent Family Retreat Program that he and his wife run. Absolutely great organization. I'm honored to know Terry. He's been a supporter of our veterans for a long time. So I am wearing, see if I can line that up, the Arlie Ermy Memorial Golf Classic T-shirt. This is the volunteer T-shirt, and every year for the last 3 years, we have put on the Arlie Ermy Memorial Classic. It is a golf tournament that supports the legacy of Arlie Ermy, but it also supports another Carry the Load partner, and that's Homeless Veteran Services of Dallas. An outstanding organization. I've been proud to work with them for a while, and just a great organization. It's one of the things that we talk about. You take the list of organizations that are partnered with Carry the Load. So, Woody Williams Warriors, and we've got Woody Williams Warriors, we've got Sheepdog, great organization. I was just visiting with my good friend Marine Scott Hessing, who founded Save the Brave. We have 22 Kill as a major supporter here. Gosh, I'm trying to remember. There are
Gold Star families this year.
Yeah, well, that's Woody's Warriors. We got the Gold Star family mobile monument out here, which is absolutely cool, but nowhere near as cool as the one we did in Frisco, Texas. That was really awesome. It was monument number 81, but we did something totally unique. We added a statue as a tribute to Woody to it. Carry the Load is an event that goes on every year. It's still time to sign up. You can give donations till the 4th of June. They'll still be taking them. Pick one of these outstanding organizations. ATO, which is Assist the Officer Foundation, one of the finest police organizations going. They have several fire organizations going. And all in all, they've got over 70 partners. And we were honored to finish in our first year in the top 20 of fundraising. But again, it's about, and they always ask you who you carry. And I want to spend just a minute talking about my friend, First Lieutenant Don Woolly Bear Woollett. We lost him in the bomb blast in Beirut in 23 October 1983. The date is burned into my brain. We lost him and 240 other Marines, a large number of Navy and Army soldiers, and a contingent of French paratroopers. The monument to these guys, and it is entitled They Came in Peace. We weren't trying to do anything but to keep the peace and to make Lebanon safe. And they killed us to make a point. Needless to say, I don't have a lot of love lost for Hezbollah and Hamas and all of these terrorists, regardless of their religion, regardless of what they do, we don't need it. We don't need it in this world. So enough of my political rant. I also carry Keith Sweeney. He was another classmate of ours. Great family man, great Marine, great officer. He was lost in a V-22 crash. My wife and I this morning, before everybody else got here, spent some time on the Katy Trail. And we were reading some of the stories. And let me tell you, if you do nothing but come down here and read some of the placards and read the stories of these individuals who literally gave their last true measure of devotion to their nation. My poor wife was just tears coming out of her face. We ran into our friend Rick Irving, and she begged him. He wanted to take a picture of us, but she begged him not to take a picture. So he's taking it from the back as we're reading one of these monuments, or one of these placards, telling the story of another one of these fine men or women. Can't believe how many women whose placards I read. But I want to talk about one Marine Corps major, because my friend Mark Millay loves her quote about life. Be brief, be bold, and be gone. Which obviously I'm not doing, because my partner in crime is busy being a social animal. So once again, I got to carry the show. John, JP will tell you, it is a cross that I have to bear often. So I'm throwing you totally in the bus. You want to come back and talk to the audience?
I'm going to talk to the audience.
They're tired of talking to me.
Well, they're going to love me then. That's the beauty of it. All right. As you can see clearly, he's the brawn, I'm the beauty of the show over here. And he's not paying attention to me right now. So that's okay.
Watch the camera out here so the people
I know. I am going to bring the camera over here a little bit. So hopefully people can see behind me. You've got the crowd in the background. Getting there. There are people walking, groups. You will see different segments while you're out here. Many of the groups and organizations that Chuck was talking about earlier, they form teams to come out here and be part of this event. It is amazing. And Chuck is eating all my chips over here, which is great. And by the way, I got to throw a shameless plug. Over here at Katy Trail Ice House, if you don't want to walk, that's fine. Come out here for the food. I will tell you right now, the chips and nachos are outstanding over here. They got great queso. But anyway, I digressed a little bit. These walks are incredible for multiple reasons. It gets you out there, gets you thinking, and when you're on the trail, all throughout the trail, there are, as Chuck was mentioning, memorial portraits of the fallen, and it is a tribute to those Gold Star families to remember their loved ones and what they did for this great country. And it's not just military. We have first responders out there. There is a walk down the road that has done it. I have not walked down there yet, but every year they have Dallas Police Department has put the names of all their fallen officers that were killed in line of duty. Their names are out there. I was here. I remember the year that we added the 5 that were killed on July 5th for the cowardly ambush that took place over in Dallas. It's a great place to be, and while it's sad that we have to have this day, it's very uplifting to know this day does exist for friends and family of those that we've lost. Like I mentioned earlier, I carry not only Brian Burgess and the members of his team that were killed on that day in Afghanistan, but also carry 2 of my soldiers. I carry Joe Rodriguez, one of my favorite soldiers, a great friend. I still, to this day, I can hear his father's voice when his father called me to let me know about Joe's passing. And, of course, another great soldier of mine that we lost, Sean Graham. I remember listening to the radio traffic when we lost Sean over in Iraq back in 2005. Those names, those events, those days, I can still hear all those conversations as if they were yesterday in my head. And walking out here, carrying those names, carrying their memory with me certainly helps. This year, unfortunately, I carry one more name. I have to carry the name of my father, who I lost last July. I carry his name, Alan White, with me as another person that we've lost. And, this year's the first year carrying my father's name. It's a different feeling, but it's still carrying the names of those who are no longer with us and those that have made some type of service, some type of sacrifice for our great nation. Um, it's amazing. You will see out here throughout the day, throughout the night. There are some folks, I kid you not, that they will walk darn near close to those 20 hours. It is not uncommon to see some of those people out there, and it's amazing to watch them, their dedication, their love to be out here, to be part of this event, to just take a moment to reflect on it. And not only that, but you can honestly say what you're doing out here has a residual effect on the folks and the money that we raise for this money. All the great causes, from the Homeless Veteran Services of Dallas to the Gold Scar Family Retreat to 22 Kill. The list goes on and on and on and on. And the impact over the last 10 years and growing is virtually immeasurable. You can do so much good by just walking, by being part of it. And if you don't want to walk, you can click onto those sites and donate and be part of it. It is a special event. And like I said, the words that Chuck and I say to talk about the event probably don't do it nearly enough justice as the event itself is and how special this day is to those. We said it before, I'll probably echo it again many, many more times. We have today the privilege to walk and be part and celebrate Memorial Day because someone, somewhere, gave up all of their tomorrows so that we can have today. It sounds cliche, but it's real. And when you think about that and think about that significance, I hope that hits home to some people. I hope that hits home to say, like, wow, there's a loved one out there that is maybe sitting home thinking about that loved one that made that sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, for our freedom. It's pretty amazing to think that someone would do that. Someone you probably don't even know. That should hit even more home to some of the people out there. It's like, wow, someone I'll never meet, probably never know their family, never know why they did what they did. They did that for us. Keep that in mind. Think about that. Let that resonate even for a couple minutes why you are having that backyard barbecue, why you're able to go to that ball game, why you're able to enjoy beers, why you're able to even honor them today. Because that, as you guys can probably hear in the crowd, a large group of folks are coming. That log, if you guys can see it out there, the log representing all that we lost on 9/11. They walk that log every year out here. It is. I will try to get out there and get us a logo. Cassie's telling me she wants to get out there, and that's kind of important. This log that we have, that we're talking about, has the exact weight of the exact number of folks that we lost on the towers of 9/11. It is a memorial and a tribute to all of these folks that were out there and why we do what we do, why we're out here today. Again, it's more than backyard barbecue. It's more than it is remembering the folks. I'm going to try to get can maybe a little bit better or not. You know, we're going to go. They're bringing the log over here, so I'm going to try to get some footage of it. Come right back. All right, got to let the security doing some video, and you're going to see the folks going on over here. All men out there. It is a team effort, and it's not just one person. It is a group, and I'm going to turn around the camera so you guys can maybe see what's going on over here and understand the significance of this walk, this log, what they're doing, what it means for folks being part of this event. It is. I want you guys to just visualize this. And I'm going to sign off just for a second or two so you guys can see the importance of this.
3, 2, 1, up.
Watch out, baby.
Oh, there she is. Woo! 3, 2, 1, march.
Let me tell you, if that does not motivate you, I'm not quite sure what is. Speaking of motivation, you know, I've got one of my favorite motivating people over here.
I'll just be out here.
A great, veteran. Although he's got obviously his old age has made him have to lighten his load because usually he's in full combat battle rattle.
Got my knee brace
But
on.
He's not as young and as fit and as eager as young guys like me. He has to, ease his load a little bit. Patrick, talk to us a little bit about over here. We're broadcasting live about Carry the Load. What it means to you. You and I, we've known each other for years.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
See each other out here every year for the event. Give a little bit of what this event means to you, why you do this, why you're out here year after year.
Well, obviously, I'm a veteran, so I've lost a lot of people, and it's kind of like me giving back to all the people that came before me and remembering those that gave me the opportunity to serve. I'm still serving, so.
Keep in mind, and I joke about age. I won't say his age, I'll let him say.
I'm 52.
He's 52 right now, and I will tell you right now, there's a lot of 22-year-olds out there that should try to strive to be as good shape as this guy is over here. I joke with them a little bit about, not carrying a full load, but let me tell you, most 22-year-olds struggle to keep up with him. And I don't think that is too far of an understatement to say.
Now I'm still on jump status.
All right, that's right. Hear that? Jump status. Still jumping out of perfectly good airplanes that the Air Force purchases.
The Air Force
perfectly good airplanes. All right. So, anyways, I'm here with, like I said, good buddy Patrick. He is doing his part, carrying the load. Where's your battle buddy that's always walking with you?
Jason, he said he had something going on at 5:30. He couldn't make it. I tried to get him down here, and he's like, I don't know.
Jason, I'm out here.
I know.
Granted, I'm doing a little mixture of walking, radio, talking, but that's what I do. But you know what? It's what I do to make sure the message gets out there. And, it's guys like you to help keep that message going. And that is so crucially important for the reason why people are here. And if I can ask, who are you carrying today?
Listed on my shirt.
On the back. That's right. You can see that. Well, Patrick, as always, thank you, brother. I appreciate everything you do. We got to, always there, nothing but love. Over there, we're inside table 52, so come see us. All righty. Again, another great example of a great American continuing the tribute, continuing the dedication, the support for our country. Most importantly, the support for our fallen, and as always, you hear me say this multiple times over, our Gold Star families. I cannot emphasize enough who those families are and why they're so special. Again, I hold Gold Star families in the absolute highest of regards in my life.
Hey, Andrew, why don't you show everybody? We're on the actual course here. Everybody's walking. We're going to pan around. You can see all the people that are coming all this way. So just
I'm going to turn around. See, I got my good buddy Kevin Hodes, help me out here.
And
showing the
look this way, you'll see everybody that's coming this way because the start of the race was over there. So everybody's coming this way. They're all walking that way. And as they walk that way, they're going to walk like, I don't know, what is it,
7 miles? 7 miles.
However many miles. And then they'll come all the way back around and then they go back. And they're going to do that for 20 hours.
And like I said, it's a team effort over here. We have great people like Kevin Hodes and, of course, our producer, our lovely producer, Catherine, who's out here.
Y'all.
Now, of course, we lost Chuck again, and that's okay. That's okay.
It's like having a toddler.
Exactly. Very much. Squirrel.
Yes.
He'll be out there doing something. Who knows what's going on? But, we're out here. We're broadcasting and, and enjoying the event, being part of this. It's a incredible event to be out here. And Kevin, you're going to talk about Stephen Holly? Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about Stephen Holly. Stephen Holly is also another one of the co-founders of this event. Him, and we talked about our other good buddy, Clint Bruce, who founded this event 10 years ago. Clint was out walking, and Chuck talked to you a little bit about the story, but he was exercising his demons from what the loss of so many friends, and we were all there. And when he had the idea and the vision to come talk to Stephen about this great event they put together, and the history, the tribute, the mention of what they've done is absolutely incredible. They're doing great things for our country, and we're out here walking. Kevin's found a great way to get me to continue to walk and do this stuff, but that's all right. That's why we're here. That is what Carry the Load is all about. It's about the walk. It's about exercising those demons. It's about, being out here. For me, not only is it the walk, but it's also
Clearing your mind.
clearing my mind, but reconnecting with so many. We live in a great big state, and it is huge. 3 minutes, and we got to wrap it up. All right. Um, what this day of, and it sounds weird, but it's really true. I appreciate, and I think that's the word I'm most looking for, appreciate the ability to reconnect every year. I know around this time with the friends and families that I've got to know over the last 10 years. Some of them I only get to meet and see this year, but they've become a family to me, friends, people that I hold in the absolute highest regard. So we're ready to wrap up the show. I want to remind you all once again, this weekend, this day is about all those folks who gave up their tomorrows so we can have today. Memorial Day is about the fallen. Do not forget that. The fallen need to always be remembered. We go out there, and I'm just going to take a quick look at one of our, portraits over here. Staff Sergeant Curtis Moose Oates. I'll remember that name. That is a name that I will keep in my head. And you say, okay, you just saw the post. No, you got to understand me. You got to understand a lot of benefits. When we say we see these names, those names have meaning to us because I know what Staff Sergeant Oates did for me, for my family, for our country, so that we can continue to serve and honor this great nation and respect those folks that gave us everything we have over here today. Right now, I'm getting signal that we got to wrap up the show over here, but we're not wrapping up over here at Katy House, and most importantly, carry the load. For Andrew White and for Chuck Wright, we're out here. I say hoorah, hoorah, and we'll see you all next year at Carry the Load. All right. I think so. Where's Kathy?